Hi, I'm Ellen Gormley and welcome to my channel. So I am offering you a free pattern. It's the Valentine shawl, and this is part one of how to make it, the first tutorial for it. I have a DK weight yarn and a size H hook. Okay, and hopefully you can see it well in this color. So I'm going to make a magic loop for this to start this motif. This is motif 1 of the pattern. So I am going to make a magic loop. I'm going to take the cut end of the yarn and wrap it around my 2 fingers twice. Holding it like this, I'm going to take my hook and grab the second strand, the one that's closest to my palm, and pull it underneath the first strand. Now holding it so that I don't drop it all, I'm going to remove my fingers, tension the yarn, grab the working yarn, and pull up a loop. Now this is my preferred method, but if you don't like this magic loop method, you can do another method if you want. If you want to chain 3 and then join with a slip stitch, you can do that. But this is the magic loop. So now I'm going to chain 4, 2, 3, 4, because I like to do, well, this is going to count as the first treble crochet plus a chain 1. Now I know a treble crochet is chain 4, but I feel like on the very first one it makes too much of a gap. So for the treble crochet plus 1 chain, I'm just chaining 4. Now I'm going to retension the yarn a little bit by pulling the cut tail so that this hole is a little smaller, and wrapping that tail so that I make like a double stranded loop. Do you see that? I apologize for my fingernails. The winter has killed my nails, and so they look horrible, but I'm sorry. Okay, so yarn over twice, because we're doing a treble crochet in that loop, the same loop. Yarn over, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2 loops on the hook once, yarn over, pull through 2 loops on the hook a second time, and yarn over, pull through 2 loops on the hook again. So right now, we have a treble crochet plus the chain 1, which was the chain 4 that we started with, and a treble crochet, and I'm chaining 1. So this beginning circle is 12 treble crochets and chain 1s between them. Now I am going to tighten up this loop because I want my hole to be a little smaller. So I'll tug on it until both of them are tinier. So just wiggle it a little bit. Okay, I'm still working in that loop though. So treble again, yarn over, pull over, yarn over twice, insert the hook in the loop, yarn over, pull up a loop through that center hole of the motif, yarn over, pull through 2 loops on the hook, yarn over, pull through 2 loops on the hook, yarn over, pull through 2 loops on the hook, and then chain 1. So we will have a total of 12 of these when we're done. So I'm going to do another one. Yarn over twice, insert the hook, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2. So now I have 4 treble crochets, and 1, 2, 3, there's chains in between. Okay, so chain 1. I'm going to keep going until I have 12 of them. Then I'm not going to forget to chain 1 after the last treble crochet so that it is even. There will be 12 trebles and 12 chain 1 spaces, and I'll show you how that looks. So keep stitching with me. This is the first part of the Valentine shawl tutorial. I will probably make a few videos, separate parts, so you can go back and watch the ones you need. This counts as motif 1. And if you do not yet have this pattern, there's a link in the description box below for you to go get it. It's my Valentine's gift to you viewers. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. This will make the 11th treble. This will make the 12th treble, and finish with a chain 1. So count with me. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Now, to join it theoretically, we would slip stitch in the 4th chain. But because I don't like to make 5 chains in this instance, 4 for the treble and 1 for the chain space, I made 1 fewer. I'm going to go ahead and join in the 3rd. So 1, 2, 3, I'm going to slip stitch in the 3rd chain of that beginning chain 4. Slip stitch means grab the yarn, pull it through that stitch and through the loop that's on the hook. That is the first round 1. Round 1 is complete. This motif is only 2 rounds. This is the first round. Now, if I had chained 5 here, that gap would have been even bigger, and I wouldn't like that, which is why I opted to do it a non-traditional way and just chain 4 to count as a treble plus a chain 1 instead of chaining 5 to count as a treble plus a chain 1. Are you following me? Please ask questions in the comments below. Let's start round 2 of this simple motif for the shawl. So I'm giving myself a little bit more slack here. So to start, I have finished round 1, joined with a slip stitch. I'm going to chain 1, single crochet in that same stitch where the join was. And I split the yarn a little bit. There, I fixed it. So I'm single crocheting. I'm going to chain 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Single crochet in the same spot. That makes the first side of this square motif. Now chain 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Now this next grouping is a treble crochet 5 together. I am making a decrease of 5 treble crochets. So let's get started. I'm going to be using the spaces and the stitches over the next 5. So space, stitch, space, stitch, space. That's where the next 5 feet of the trebles are going to go. So yarn over twice for trebles. I'm inserting into the space, yarning over, pulling up a loop, yarning over, pulling through 2 loops on the hook, yarning over and pulling through 2 loops on the hook and leaving it there because it's a decrease. Now I'm going to do it again, but next time using the stitch. Yarn over twice, insert in the stitch, yarn over, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2 loops on the hook once, twice, and leaving it there. Now using the space, yarn over twice, insert in the space, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2, leaving it. I now have 3. This beginning chain 4 did not count as the first part of the 5 treble crochets together. It'll make sense in a moment, I hope. Okay, yarn over twice, and this time we're using the stitch. Okay, there's 4 legs. Yarn over twice, and we're using the next space. Okay, so there's the beginning chain 4 of this corner, then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 treble crochets that are all halfway done because I'm making a decrease, and I'm going to wrap it all together now by yarning over and pulling through all the loops on the hook. Okay, chain 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And this little gathered strand there is where I'm going to single crochet. Easier said than done. There it is. Then I'm going to chain 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, and single crochet in the next available stitch or space. It's a stitch here, so single crochet there. Now let's show you where I'm at so far. So we're making a square. This is a side and this is a corner. So it's time to make a side and then a corner and a round. So to make the side, I've already done a single crochet. I'm going to chain 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and single crochet in the same spot. Now time for another corner. So we're going to repeat this sequence here again. Chain 1, 2, 3, 4, and we're going to do a treble, 5 treble crochets together. So yarn over twice, insert in the space, because we just used the stitch, and almost finish it, but don't. Yarn over twice, and this time we're going to use the next stitch. We're not leaving any stitches or spaces undone. So yarn over twice, this time we're using the space. There's 3. This time we're using the stitch. That makes 4, and 1 more because it's 5 treble crochets together. So there's all 5, and I will bind them together. I will decrease them all into 1 stitch by yarning over and pulling through all the loops on the hook. Chain 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, because I'm making the corner, and that strand there is where I place the single crochet that anchors the corner. Okay, see, can you see the progress we're making? So we have side, corner, and now it's time to make another side. So I'm going to chain 4, anchor it with a single crochet in the next available stitch, chain 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, single crochet in the same stitch. Makes that little loopy thing for the side. Chain 4, because we're going to start the next corner now. 1, 2, 3, 4. And it's time to treble crochet 5 together again. Yarn over twice, insert in the space, but don't finish it. Yarn over twice in the next stitch. Yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2, do not finish it. Yarn over twice, insert the hook in the space. Yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2. Are you following this? So these treble crochets together are treble crochets that are almost completed. They're done to the last step. So the last step would be to yarn over and pull through 2 more, and I'm stopping short of that last step and instead starting a new stitch. Yarning over twice, inserting the hook in the next available space or stitch, yarning over, pulling up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2 loops on the hook, yarn over, pull through 2 loops on the hook. And now that I have these 5 almost completed treble crochets, I'm going to bind them all together, decrease them all together by yarning over, pulling through all the loops on the hook. Chain 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, single crochet in that strand. That's the corner is made. 1, 2, 3, 4 to get back down to the side. Single crochet in the next available stitch. Chain 5, because I'm making the side. Single crochet in the same stitch. Chain 4, because I'm starting the last corner. So here we are so far. So the sides are single crochet, chain 5, single crochet. Then we have the corner, which is chain 4, treble crochet 5 together, chain 5, single crochet, chain 4. And then we keep repeating that sequence. So we have 1, 2, 3 corners made. We have 1, 2, 3, 4 sides made. So we have 1 corner left to go. So I have chained 4 to get some height so that I can do my 5 trebles together. Yarn over twice, insert in the next space. Okay. Yarn over twice, insert in the next stitch. Yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2, don't finish it. Yarn over twice and use the next space. 3. Use the next stitch. Okay, and 1 more treble, so yarn over twice, insert in the next space, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2, then decrease them all together, bind them all together by yarning over and pulling through all loops on the hook. Chain 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 to make that last corner, single crochet, anchor it in that last little half moon strand that was there. Now we can't forget to finish off with 1, 2, 3, 4, and we will slip stitch in the first single crochet of the round, right here. Now, it is critical. One of my pieces of advice for this pattern is always lay your motif down before cutting, because it is really easy to forget to make a side space, or it's really easy to forget to make the little loops at the top of a corner. And you don't want to cut your yarn if you haven't made it yet. So by holding it down and looking at it, you can see what you've left undone and rip back and do it before you cut the yarn. Otherwise, this is motif 1, and I don't have my scissors handy. So this is the first motif of the pattern. So I will then cut the yarn right about here and feed that cut end through the loop and pull it snug and leave the end for later. And this is what motif 1 of the Valentine shawl looks like. So in the next video, I will show you how to put them together. Okay? Thanks so much for joining.